there is Elizabeth. How are you, my friend?
Hey,
Good Lord. You know how to do Skype. Holy crap. You've got display. You've got everything set
up.
We
have lighting. We have microphones all over this place. We are good to go. We like Skype. Except the work involves setting it up, but otherwise, it's fun.
There is a little work involved setting it up. Give me a few seconds here. We are pulling into our destination here with our video. Elizabeth, while we get everything set up here, give us a little bit on your background. Just for and giggles here, basically, so I can get things in order here.
Sure. So our background. Okay. So I started horseapiece.com 9 years ago, actually. My older sister had goats. I was living at home at the time. She had extra goat milk, so I was like, hey, why don't I make some soap with it? I studied it for about 4 months, just reading books from the library. And so started with one batch. It started to sell from the very first batch, and people wanted more of it, so I just kept making it. And it was a business that I wasn't trying to turn it into a business at the time. I was just looking for something to fill up a little bit of my time, use up more of that goat milk. But it just grew into a business. When I married my husband 2 years after that, his different elements that he brought into the business with his IT expertise just really helped us grow into a strong business. So without that, man, I mean, I would have been staying just at farmers markets and that kind of thing and doing, some craft shows here and there. But with my husband, he's really just really good at what he does. And so he helped with the things that I do, just really complemented the things he did. And we made a business out of it. So it's working good.
It's absolutely amazing what you have done here with this. Give us a little bit more details on how this all came together for you, and what was the driving force behind this whole thing?
So definitely what happened was I had just come out of 8 years of wearing a head covering and wearing skirts and dresses, trying to become Amish, living amongst I was living with my family at the time, but I spent 8 years trying to develop myself into a very religious culture, like I said, being around plain people. And one thing that I was driven towards in hanging around them was their simple lifestyle, their truthfulness, their transparency. They just seemed to own who they were, and they put their heart and soul into whatever it was they did. Whether it was their baking, whether it was their furniture making, they were just really on target for what was going on in their life. And so when I started coming out of that is the same year that I started the horseapiece.com. And what happened was I was training horses at the time. It was 20 below zero in Wisconsin, where I'm from. And my hands would crack and bleed during the winter time. And it happened every winter, every winter. It didn't matter what happened. But in any case, so I started making the goat milk soap, and I noticed that within just the first few times of using it, my hands started to heal. And then each successive winter I've had since then, my hands have never cracked and bled again. I've never had dry skin unless I've gone away from home, on a trip or something and didn't bring any soap with me. So that was the driving force of being able to help other people and show other people that by using natural products the way we do at horseapiece.com, we use all natural ingredients. And those ingredients just made the soap so that people with any skin type could use it. And it was safe for people even that had very sensitive skin or had skin issues such as eczema and dry skin and psoriasis and that kind of thing.
Well, this is absolutely amazing. We've got Elizabeth Saunders with us today. Horseapiece.com is with us today, and she joins us live. Now, if people want to get a hold of you online, how do they get a hold of you on the website, social media, all that jazz?
So our website is horseapiece.com. That's the animal horse, the letter O, peace as in peace and love, so Peace. horseapiece.com. They can find our soaps on Amazon. They can connect with us on Facebook and Twitter, Instagram, that kind of thing. We like to stay up with our social media so that people can see what we're doing, how we're growing. They can check in with the family and just really be a part of our business as it's growing.
Well, you have an amazing deal here. Now, tell us about the process of making the soaps and all that.
Okay, so when we make the soaps, we get our milk raw from the goat. We don't use any water. That was the one difference that set me apart from other soap makers and even other goat milk soap makers. A lot of soap makers will make their goat milk soap with a lot of water and a little bit of goat milk. And I noticed that the more water I used, the more it dried my skin out. The more milk I used, the more that my skin would return to a natural state of being moisturized on its own all the time without using other things on my skin. So we use the raw goat milk. We don't pasteurize it. We don't use any water, like I said, no water at all. Then we use all natural oils in the soaps. And on top of that, we use essential oils. If people want a scented soap, then we use the essential oils to be able to have a fragrance that is plant-based, that people can experience also the healing benefits of plants, as well as the fragrance in the soaps.
That is absolutely amazing. Now, why did you guys decide to go with the non-water base of this?
Well, it basically stemmed back from the first 4 or 5 batches that I did. I could tell that while I made some really great homemade soaps, the soaps were not what I was wanting as an end product. So I was advised at first to pasteurize my milk before using it. And so I did that for the first couple of batches. And like I said, it made some nice soap. But after I realized, why can't I use the milk raw and why do I need water in the recipe? I just started asking some questions and I started to figure out the process to keep milk raw in the recipe. We have to highly control the temperatures of every single batch and make sure that milk stays well below 100 degrees. And so usually something is cooked typically between 100 and 120 degrees. So that meant we had to change our process a little bit, and I had to figure out how to keep the milk raw. And then on top of that, adding all those other natural ingredients, I just found that outside of the soap, the only other thing that I use on my skin is some shea butter cream, which we developed. Shea butter is very hard, and people love to use it because it just moisturizes your skin. But I found that hardness really takes a lot of time to rub in. So we added some gentle jojoba oil. It mixes with it nicely, just goes topically on the skin. And so between the soap and the shea butter cream, those are the only things I use. And it's just the most simple skincare regimen, but it's great.
Now, you have managed to get a lot of fans and a lot of people that are very interested in your product. What's been some of the feedback you've gotten on everything so far?
It's good. It's very good feedback. We do get some great comments that people tell us of things that they're looking for in natural soaps, or such as we had people coming to us and saying, hey, you have all these natural ingredients. Can we use these soaps also on our pets? So that opened the horseapiece.com business to be able to expand into a whole line of pet soaps. We started Healthy Pets about 2 months ago, and from the feedback that we had from our customers saying, this is great on my skin, can I use it on my pet? It was great feedback that we had, and it helped us to branch out and to think about not only do we need good skincare products, but a lot of people's pets. I mean, I had cats and dogs and horses growing up, and I noticed that some of them had flaky skin, and I didn't think twice about it at the time, but I realize now, after learning some more about skincare, that our pets experience a lot of the same healthcare issues that we do, such as eczema and dandruff and dry skin. So it's because of having good customers that had a good base with us and being able to tell us what their needs were that we've been able to expand and grow and meet the needs of our customers.
Got a great guest today. Elizabeth Saunders joins us here on our big broadcast. Now, Pet Age Magazine wrote a cool little piece about you guys. Tell us a little bit about some of the news coverage you've received.
The news coverage has been wonderful. We have to say it's helped with an increase in orders, and it's helped people to be aware of natural products making a big difference in skincare. And so being that horseapiece.com uses the raw goat milk, we use all natural oils. We have organic ingredients. Not all of the ingredients are organic, but we use anything in its raw and unprocessed in an organic form as much as possible. So from the Pet Age magazine and being mentioned in the New York Times and being able to have beautystat.com mention us, they also let our customers know that not only are we meeting the needs of people with any kind of skincare or skin type, we also are able to have family affordable prices. So you're not going to break the bank while trying to provide great skincare for your skin. It's very simple. You use good ingredients, you're going to get good skin.
Well, I'll tell you, you have got a heck of a deal here. What's next for you guys?
Growing a little bit more as far as being able to expand into some new products. We have some new bath products coming along, and we're also going to be starting a shampoo line because we've had people ask that since it's working so great on their skin, what can we work on in the future to be able to provide even more skincare products for our people. And so they've been asking for shampoo is the next thing that our focus is on. So we can't wait because we already have some good ideas going that way. It's just working. We like to have a product completely ready. We don't test it on animals. And so we like to have a lot of testing done beforehand, just testing it on ourselves. We have lots of customers that ask if they could help us with new product development, and we love that. So we're growing and expanding not only as a company, but also in the different categories that we can offer our customers.
Absolutely, absolutely amazing. Before we let you go, what's been the social media reaction you guys have been getting to this?
They've been asking to see more of our family time, and so we've recently started vlogging and been able to start some YouTube episodes. So because of all the customers wanting to see how the business is growing, they're starting to get some sneak peeks into it. So we do make different posts on Twitter and Facebook and Instagram, and then we have our YouTube channel. So we have all these different places that people can check in with us, ask us questions, be a part of what's going on, see our business growing with horseapiece.com.
Fantastic. Well, keep up the good work with everything, and I definitely want to have you guys back because this is just amazing. We happen to get some samples from you guys, and people around here are just raving about this, and I know that there's a lot of folks that are dialing you guys up. So
that's right. People are looking for it.
Thanks for being on, and thanks for knowing how to do Skype. That's so awesome. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thanks so much, Jiggy. We appreciate it.
We have musicians on this show that they call us from dark rooms, and then they're like, you can't see us, we can't see you. So that is awesome. Thank you, by the way.
You're welcome.
Before we let you go, website, social media, how do we get a hold of you?
Get a hold of us, horseapiece.com. That's the word horse as in the animal, the letter O, PEACE.com. Look us up. Also on Amazon, YouTube, we have, our Twitter account and Facebook as well.
Fantastic. Well, I appreciate you being with us, and we'll talk soon. Have yourself a wonderful day.